This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. The annual Serrano Holiday Classic girls basketball tournament provides local teams with pre-league pairings against neighboring schools and gives us a close look at many of the area's top players in matchups otherwise not included in non-tourney schedules. 6 Victor Valley teams compete in the 2017 tournament field of 8. The Lady Jackrabbits of Victor Valley win the Serrano Holiday Classic for a 3rd time, defeating Hesperia in the finals. Lady Rabbits senior Camry Porter is named Tournament Most Valuable Player. Camry Porter, number 1, scored a season-high 19 in the championship game victory over Hesperia. Fellow senior Asia Wheeler, who scores 15 in the semifinals win over Serrano, is also named to the all-tournament team. The title game victory, the 7th straight win for Coach Tony Fronderina's ladies, who improved to 10-3 on the year.
Pick it up on 3, 1, 2, 3,
Hesperia fully sheds the past season's distinction of being an also-ran with their improved play in the Serrano Holiday Classic. The Lady Scorpions favored Granite Hills on opening day and earned their way into the championship game by beating Silverado in the semifinals. Senior captain Heavens Bonner was named to the all-tourney team.
I think these wins that we've been getting are very important because we're building something new with this program, and I feel like a lot of people have been doubting us and they think it's luck, so we need to build up our wins to show them that it's just hard work and trusting our system.
The Lady Scorpions snapped a 31-game losing streak earlier this season under first-year coach Ronnie Hillary. Hesperia opens Mojave River League play at Apple Valley January 10th. Anisha Gibbs of Granite Hills is named to the Serrano Holiday Classic all-tournament team for a 3rd year in a row. The Lady Cougars senior led all scorers in the tournament with 108 points, scoring 28 points in 3 of her games and 24 in the other. Granite Hills suffered only 1 loss in the tournament, but it was a same bracket upset loss by 4 points to upstart Hesperia that cost the Lady Cougars advancement to the championship game. Granite Hills is 10-4 on the year and seeks a 5th straight Desert Sky League win when they host Victor Valley January 9th. Serrano leading scorer Destiny Marin is another repeat selection to the all-tournament team. The Lady Diamondbacks senior sharpshooter averaged 15 points a game in tournament play and was an all-Mojave River League first-team selection her junior season. Serrano is 4-5 and opens their Mojave River League campaign at Sultana January 10th. Silverado's Raylene Marino is an all-tourney selection. The 5-foot senior floor general and Lady Hawks leading scorer brought a 10 points per game average into the tourney. The Lady Hawks went 2-2 in the tournament with wins over Apple Valley and Rialto. Silverado resumes Desert Sky League play at Adelanto January 9th. Apple Valley's 6-1 Penelope Benetatos repeats as an all-tournament selection in her senior season. The Lady Sun Devils upset Hesperia in Game 2 of the Holiday Classic. Apple Valley takes a 7-8 season mark into their Mojave River League opener against Hesperia January 10th.
Desert High Transportation brings you this video sports action highlights report. Desert High Transportation provides reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. Call 760-998-1487 to set up your appointment. Desert High Transportation, ardent supporters of High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. Hdsr Sports Training, the area's only facility providing proven training concepts. The Hdsr's only high-performance TreadX 3030 treadmill and hip machine. Indoor batting cages. Hdsr Sports Training personal instructors and coaches unparalleled in experience and effectiveness. Hdsr Sports Training utilizes muscle memory and speed of contraction, developing a quicker, faster, and stronger athlete. Call to schedule a free evaluation. Hdsr Sports Training. This is your Hdsr Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Visiting Pacific, Pirates, a win from Oak Hills, overtaking the Bulldogs in the final 2 minutes of play. The Bulldogs build up a 6-point halftime lead and lead by 8 points at one early juncture in the second half, but are unable to fight off the Pirates' late-game plunder in a battle between a pair of evenly matched opponents. Hdsr's drive shot gives the Bulldogs their first lead, 17-16, 4.5 minutes before halftime. Next time down, Hdsr to Jalen Gray, 35 to Adam Luna, 5 inside to 6'4" Trent McGee, and it is 6 unanswered points for the Bulldogs, 19-16, and the visiting Pirates call timeout. Just over 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Kamai Keys hits the offensive board, and it is 21-18 with 2 minutes left in the first half. Adam Luna inbounds to Nate Palmer, who shoots the assist back to Adam Luna. The 3 puts the Bulldogs' lead back up to 6. It is Oak Hills 24, Pacific 18 at halftime. Nate Palmer's breakaway, the first points of the second half, and the Bulldogs have an 8-point lead. Nate Palmer coming off an All-Mojave River League first-team selection at wide receiver his senior season. Nate Palmer breaks a 6-0 Pirates run, and it is 27-24, 3 minutes into quarter number 3. J.J. Lyon flips the fast break assist to Nate Palmer, and the Bulldogs' lead is 7, 31-24. Junior Adam Luna to fellow junior Jalen Gray, whose basket makes it 33-26 midway through the third. Trent McGee's persistence under the glass pays off. This basket breaks another 6-0 Pirates run to make it 35-32 with just over a minute remaining in period 3. Hdsr's bounce pass assist to Markel Wright yields the basket that makes it a 5-point lead, but the Pirates come down and hit the 3 at the buzzer. We go to the fourth quarter with Oak Hills holding on to a 37-35 advantage. The sophomore, Hdsr, breaks down the Pirates' man-to-man defender and scores the first basket of the fourth to make it 39-35 Bulldogs. Junior Markel Wright pulls up and hits the jumper, and the Bulldogs lead 41-37. Trent McGee gets the entry pass from Adam Luna and works in the paint. The Oak Hills lead back up to 6, 43-37. The Pirates put together another 6-0 run and pull even at 43 with 6 minutes remaining. Trent McGee finds Markel Wright open in the paint, and Oak Hills regains the lead 45-43. A pair of Adam Luna free throws gives the Bulldogs a 4-point lead, 47-43. 5 minutes remain in regulation play, but Oak Hills' inability to cash in at the free throw line down the stretch enables the Pirates to battle back and tie it up again at 47. The final Bulldogs field goal comes on Trent McKee's fast break basket, assist J.J. Lyon. This breaks the tie and puts Oak Hills ahead 49-47 with 2.5 minutes to play. Hdsr scores Oak Hills' last point at the foul line, giving the Bulldogs the lead 50-49 with 1:20 to go. But the Pirates rally to score the final 5 points of the game, and Pacific escapes with the win 54-50.
The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs.
The Apple Valley Sun Devils pound the offensive boards and roll off 3 huge first-half runs to build an unsurmountable lead over Granite Hills to win the annual hard court battle between the crosstown rivals. Tyree Jackson scores 20 to lead the Sun Devils to the 73-62 victory. Kenton Lynn and Devin Holmes continually hit the offensive boards. The 6'4 junior Kenton Lynn scores 8 of his season-high 14 points in the first quarter. 6-foot sophomore Devin Holmes, 8 first-half points as Apple Valley moves out to a 45-26 halftime lead. Sophomore Corey Wilson scores 14, 12 of those in the first half outburst. Kyle Lewis adds 11 as 4 Sun Devils score in double figures. Apple Valley's balanced scoring attack overcomes an outstanding individual performance from 6'4 Cougars senior Lamar Glass, who leads all scorers with 24 points. Devin Holmes sets the tone, scoring inside the first points of the contest. Lamar Glass put back ties the score at 2. The 6'4 senior averages 15 points and 9 rebounds coming in. Tyree Jackson's quick jumper makes it 4-2 Sun Devils. Brandon Prieto feeds Lamar Glass, and the Cougars are within 1, 5-4. This is the closest the visitors come to tying or overtaking the home team the rest of the way. Kenton Lynn makes the first of his 4 first-quarter baskets, 7-4, 3 minutes in. The Sun Devils go on a 10-2 run. 2 is 5'7 senior Tyree Jackson to 5 fellow senior Kyle Lewis back to Tyree Jackson, who beats his Cougars defender to the paint and scores. It is 9-4. When Brandon Prieto hits Lamar Glass breaking to the basket, the Cougars trail by 5, 11-6. Devin Holmes hits the offensive board, and the Sun Devils are back up by 7, 13-6. Tyree Jackson, the assist to Kenton Lynn, and it is 15-6. The next Cougars points come on another Lamar Glass rebound and putback. It's 15-8. The Sun Devils respond with 2 in like manner when Corey Wilson runs down the ball in the paint and puts it in. 17-8 Apple Valley. 5'9 sophomore Corey Wilson pulls down the defensive rebound and takes it into the attacking zone. Kenton Lynn hits the offensive board and hits the follow-up, and it's back up to a double-digit lead for the home team. Tyree Jackson brings it up. Kenton Lynn is left open going to the basket, and it's 21-8. Lamar Glass breaks the Sun Devils' 12-4 run to make it 21-10. The first quarter ends with the score 22-10. The Cougars score the first points of the second quarter. Warren Chamberlain, the assist to Leo Rios. Coach Joel Lewis will sit 3 starters at the end of the first and third quarters and opening of the next. Fresh legs, football standouts. 4 is All-League linebacker Francisco Reyes. 10, Gabe Sadi, lineman named to the All-League football team. 20 is All-League wide receiver Keshawn Griffin. Fran Reyes hits from beyond the arc. It's good, but he is called for a foul after his shot. It's 25-13. The next Granite Hills points come when Kevin Collier saves it under his basket, and it lands in the lap of Lamar Glass. 25-15, Cougars down by 10. 4 of the 5 Sun Devil starters are back in. They work the ball around the perimeter until senior co-captain Kyle Lewis hits from long range to make it 30-17. 32-17 on the Kyle Lewis putback, approaching the midway mark of the second quarter. The Cougars actually have a height advantage, but you would not know it by the way the Sun Devils control the boards. 6-foot sophomore Devin Holmes pulls down the rebound and scores in the paint, and Apple Valley has doubled the score, 34-17.
Sophomore Charlie Colbert and the Cougars start to shoot their way back into it. This three-pointer makes it 34-22. Charlie Colbert again on the Brandon Prieto assist, 34-25. The Sun Devils keep taking it inside, and Devin Holmes puts the team back up by 11. 8 first-half points for the 6-foot sophomore. Corey Wilson inbounds to Tyree Jackson, who gets it back to Corey Wilson beyond the arc. The three makes it 39-26. The Sun Devils go on an 11-1 run to end the first half. Kenton Lynn kicks it back to Tyree Jackson, whose three puts the home team up 42-26. Tyree Jackson plays for the last shot of the half, and the senior point guard adds another nail to the Cougars' coffin, nailing the three-pointer to give Apple Valley the commanding 45-26 lead at the intermission. Granite Hills gets the first points of the second half, working the ball against the Sun Devils' zone defense. Warren Chamberlain hits the three, 45-29. Apple Valley goes right back to work against the Cougars' zone. Kenton Lynn hitting the glass and putting the Sun Devils back up by 19. Devin Holmes deflects the entry pass. Tyree Jackson brings it up and all the way himself. 12 of the seniors' team-high 20 come in the second half. Kenton Lynn pulls down the rebound, kicks it to Tyree Jackson, who drives, dishes off to Devin Holmes, whose touch pass is an assist to Kenton Lynn, and it is a 21-point Sun Devils lead, 51-30. Brandon Prieto gets it to Warren Chamberlain, whose fast break basket makes it 51-32. Kashawn Griffin, 4 Francisco Reyes to 24 Jeff Widener, back around to Corey Wilson, who drives and scores. He will complete the three-point play with the free throw to make it 54-37. The Cougars score the last 6 points of the quarter. 4 is Paul Lefevre to Leo Rios, whose 3 ends third quarter scoring. It is 54-43, entering the final 8 minutes of play. Coach Joel Lewis brings on Isaac Sadler, 11, who will play much of the fourth quarter. The 5'9" senior drills the three-pointer to halt the Cougars' run and put the Sun Devils back up by 14. Granite Hills goes on a 7-point surge. Brandon Prieto hits from beyond the arc, and the Cougars have climbed back into the game 57-50 with 5:45 left to play. Kyle Lewis stops the Cougars' run with the three, and Apple Valley's lead is back up to 10, 60-50. The Sun Devils can't keep Lamar Glass off the boards this time, and the Cougars are back within 8, 60-52 at the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter. It's the Sun Devils' work on the offensive boards that keeps the Cougars at bay. Kenton Lynn with the rebound and the basket, and it is back up to a 10-point lead, 62-52. Once again, the Sun Devils win the battle under the boards. Gabe Sadi, the rebound, to Corey Wilson, who gets it back from Kyle Lewis and beats his man to the basket. 64-55 with 2 minutes to play. From here on out, the Sun Devils cash in at the free throw line as the Cougars are forced to foul. The final 2 points of Tyree Jackson's team-high 20 from the foul line. Lamar Glass gets his own rebound and scores the Cougars' last points. The final 72-63. Granite Hills falls to 4-3. The Sun Devils even their record at 3-3.
Midway Home Solutions Action Highlights. This video sports online report presented by Midway Home Solutions. Midway features a huge selection of kitchen appliances, home and laundry appliances, electronics, furniture, and mattresses. Midway Home Solutions. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. 4 Lady Rams score in double figures in the Victor Valley College victory over Copper Mountain, marking the first back-to-back wins of the Coach Ricky Thomas era.
The Lady Rams open up against the Copper Mountain Fighting Cacti, jumping out to a double-digit lead over the visitors before Copper Mountain gets on the scoreboard. Michaela Hughes hits the three-pointer on Olivia Huff's assist to open the scoring. 5-0 Lady Rams on the Amber Hughes breakaway. Amber Hughes, the former Oak Hills Lady Bulldog, one of the 4 VBC players in double figures. The 5'3" freshman will score 11. Out of the timeout, Amber Hughes gets the shooter's bounce, first of her 2 from beyond the arc. This game, 8-0 Lady Rams. The next 8 VBC points come from Alexis Campbell, who comes off the bench, pounds the boards, runs the court, and turns in her top-scoring game of her young career. The 5'11" Alexis Campbell, another former Oak Hills Lady Bulldog, the offensive board again. She will pull down a team-high 11 rebounds this game. Back to work in the paint. The 8 straight Alexis Campbell points come in a 4-minute outburst. It is 16-0 with over 4 minutes remaining in the opening stanza. Michaela Hughes launches from beyond the arc. It rattles in, and it is 20-3 VBC. At the end of 1, the Lady Rams lead 20-6. 22-6 when Jacqueline Maciel drives to the paint, pulls up, and hits. The Lady Rams freshman field general is out of El Paso, Texas. Olivia Huff, one of 4 threes this game for the 5'7" sophomore. Quick follow-up by Kayla Cady on the offensive rebound. The 5'10" freshman was playing last year at Granite Hills. The short-range jumper is one of the most difficult shots to be accurate on. Michaela Hughes demonstrates her shooter's touch. She is 5 for 10 from the field this day after going 6 of 12 in the win the day before. More points off a takeaway. Amber Evans with the left hand, and the Lady Rams lead 31-14 at the intermission. Coach Ricky Thomas tells his troops to play like the score is 2-2 to start the second half.
Hey, this quarter is 2-2. Shouldn't be like that. Let's go.
Season assist leader Amber Evans to Anaya Taylor. First points of period number 3. The Lady Rams are on their way to their highest scoring quarter of the season, 22 points. Olivia Huff inbounds and heads for the corner. Michaela Hughes gets it to her and gets the assist. Olivia Huff, one of 2 Lady Rams with 15 points this game, the other Michaela Hughes. Jacqueline Maciel goes baseline, pitches it out. Olivia Huff, one of her 8 rebounds this game, 38-16 the score. The Lady Rams get 2 more on Michaela Hughes' drive shot, then show how their full court press results in 2 more on the Copper Mountain turnover and Olivia Huff basket. Another example of a VBC shooter getting the shooter's bounce. Alexis Campbell pulls down the rebound and sends it out to Precious Alvarez, who gets that bounce and gets her first 3 of her Lady Rams career. It is 48-18, a 30-point VBC lead. Jacqueline Maciel sends it to Olivia Huff, who connects again from 3-point range just before the buzzer sounds to end the third quarter. 53-22 entering the fourth quarter. Another Jacqueline Maciel assist, Alexis Campbell with the 3 that puts her in double figures. Alexis Campbell finishes with 12. 5 Lady Rams hit from long range this game. 11 three-pointers as a team. Michaela Hughes with this one. The Lady Rams hit the 63-point total for the second day in a row. Amber Hughes, she finishes with 11. A pair of sophomores offer their analysis comparing this year's team to last.
This year I feel like we have a lot more confidence and there's a lot less unselfishness with our team. Last year we didn't start off with many wins, so it's good for us to start off with some wins. So now we're 2-3. We're 2-3 now, so we're confident.
For me personally, I think it's more about our freshmen
they're more driven, they have more heart, and they want to be here more than some people last year. So like they don't really have fear, they don't have nothing to lose. So it just makes them go harder than last year's team.
Michaela Hughes scores a season-high 19, but College of the Desert snaps the Lady Rams' 2-game winning streak. Kayla Cady gets the opening tip. Amber Evans into the attacking zone against the Desert 2-3 defense. First of 4 Amber Evans assists as Olivia Huff cashes in from long range. The Lady Rams' leading 3-point shooter hits 4 more this game. Olivia Huff spreads the wealth, the assist to Michaela Hughes with the 3. 6'1" Anaya Taylor hits the offensive board and puts it up and in. 12-8 lead for the Lady Rams. Amber Evans to Michaela Hughes, whose 3 makes it 19-12 with a minute to play in the first quarter. Michaela Hughes goes baseline and sends it out to Amber Evans, who hits from beyond the arc. Anaya Taylor wrestles for control in the paint and throws it up and in. The former Adelanto Saint is 2 for 2 from the floor this game, but is hampered by early foul trouble. Jacqueline Maciel to Olivia Huff on to Amber Evans with the last Lady Rams points of the first half, but the Lady Roadrunners preview what's to come in the second half, hitting the shot at the buzzer. At the intermission, VVC leads 32-28. Olivia Huff opens Lady Rams scoring the second half just as she did to start the game, hitting from 3-point range. But Desert will switch to a man-to-man defense and clamp down on the VVC sharpshooters the rest of the way. Alexis Campbell gets 2, grabbing the offensive rebound and hitting the putback. The 5'11" freshman is out of Oak Hill. Michaela Hughes to Olivia Huff to Alexis Campbell, high post to Michaela Hughes in the corner. The former Lady Diamondbacks from Serrano leads VVC scorers this game with 19, her season high. Olivia Huff beats her defender off the dribble. The former Hesperia Christian standout scores 13 this game, her season average. Amber Evans hits the running jumper. The Lady Rams maintain their lead. It's 46-40 with just under 3 minutes to go in the third period, but Desert scores 7 straight to go ahead, 47-46. Michaela Hughes hits the short jumper, and the Lady Rams regain the lead at 48-47 to enter the fourth quarter. Michaela Hughes drives the baseline and hits the reverse layup to put VVC up by 3, 50-47. But Desert's defensive pressure creates one turnover after another, and the visitors regain the lead 51-50, 2 minutes into the fourth period. College of the Desert will outscore the Lady Rams 20-9 down the stretch to snap the VVC 2-game winning streak with a 67-59 decision. Down Home Grill Action Highlights Online Sports Report. Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive, Victorville. The Hesperia Scorpions continue defense of their Mojave River League title with a convincing home court victory over crosstown rival Sultana. First year, Scorpions coach Andrew Skidmore's stifling defense is relentless, holding the Sultans to 7 first-quarter points on their way to the 85-49 victory. Jaden Shackelford leads the Scorpions' balanced scoring attack in a matchup that showcases 2 of the top pure shooters in the high desert. Sultana senior Sonny Amaya leading Sultans scorers. Hesperia goes to 2-0 in the MRL, 14-5 on the year. The Scorpions are ranked 8th in CIF Division II. Serrano and Burroughs also win second-round games to go to 2-0 in the MRL.
I-15 Auctions, sold on supporting high school sports. I-15 Auctions, everything from estate auctions to high-quality, low-priced vehicles.
This online sports report presented by Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, supporting teams, schools, and athletes throughout the Victor Valley. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events.